Hello Sagittarius, how you doing? Welcome to your energy reading here on the Astroflower, going from the 2nd of November through to the 7th of November. Hope you're doing well. Yes, messages from energy came out. It was all about leading with the heart. Really good energies here, and I think you've got this capacity to do that. A really good capacity to do that. You've got that vibe going on at the moment, Sagittarius. Also, it did a thing on cymatic TV, according to the vibrations that's coming through the sun and so forth. Really amazing lineups of planets, certainly on the 3rd and the 4th this week, this coming week. And it's all about a greater understanding of energy, of spirit, of where we are in the universe, geology, and everything like that. There's a real sort of opening up of knowledge and consciousness. And this plays, I think, really well for you because, as we saw on the elements, the elements that were coming through were mainly water and earth. But even then, they were coming through in very sort of subtle volumes, I would say, more than anything else. And I think this is where you can play a lot on your air and fire scenario. And it's like igniting that vision and understanding that vision and really converting it into passions within your life at the moment here. It's definitely a follow on from last week, and last week was a fantastic energy for you last week, Sagittarius. And it looks like it's now you've got a situation where you've got a greater control over the destination of where you're going. Let's just see what's going on with the general energies that is within you. Here we go. There we go. There's that neutral point of energies. You can definitely see that sort of fiery energy that's coming through, an engagement in life. And it's like it is implementing your ultimate plan, to take on the world in every sort of sense, on a spiritual sort of sense, on an emotional sort of sense, but also on a physical sort of sense. Seems to be playing that out of it. Yeah, look at that King of Wands. Yeah, I do think you've got, certainly on your financial side, I think you've got a lot of control over the situation here. You're feeling this week here, you should be able to feel very powerful about where you're going more than anything else. On the relationship side, you got the Ten of Cups, sorry, not the Ten of Cups, Ten of Swords. And the Ten of Swords is like, I think you've come to the conclusion about something about life, maybe a spiritual path, maybe a relationship, maybe relationships with other people, such as friend, family, and community. Whatever it is, I think you've come to a decision about that, and it's like you're okay with it. You're okay with it. But that's great because all of a sudden now, it's opening up and leaving a lot of space for you to explore. Let's just see what's going on the financial sort of side. I'm getting something about letting your heart sing and shout, and it's on your financial side here. I think this is like there's an inner desire, inner goal, inner ultimate path that you wish to follow, and it feels like that you understand it. It doesn't matter whether the rest of the world understands it or not. I think you understand what you're doing, what you're trying to achieve, and that's what you need to implement. And it's very exciting energies. Yeah, look at that on your karmic path. There's a lot of happiness here, and and as I said on the messages from energy that I did live this week here, it was all about pushing your heart, and following your heart if you feel it's right. And it's time now, I think, as well, Sagittarius, for the light to be shining upon you. It's time for you to step into the light, maybe. Really beautiful energies on your karmic path there. On your synchronicities on the outside world, yes, look at that. Because you're owning it, because you've got that King of Wands, here you go. You got the Chariot in the synchronicities with the world around you. This is networking, connecting with other businesses, jobs, projects, career paths, and or you running your business as well. Whatever it is, the empowerment that you get through the enjoyment and the implementation of what you wish to achieve is going to make things go really quickly. And look at that, Ten of Cups. On your financial side, there is huge amounts of joy here. Really good energies for you. It's, if you have a plan of action, if you have a job that you want to go after, a business that you want to start, project that you want to do, something that you want to achieve in the material world, this is most certainly the month to do it. And look at that. Boom. That's your future there. I think you've got a great control over your destiny at the moment, Sagittarius. Ace of Wands, out with the old and in with the new. That's your future here. You're driving that from within, and that comes from that King of Wands there, really sitting in a very powerful position because you know it. How do you integrate that in the here and now and with everything that is around you? You get the Star card. Living your dream. You're living your dream. Look at that. You've got the Sun, Chariot, King of Wands, Ace of Wands, Ten of Cups, and the Star. What the? Whatever career move you want to do, whatever, if you want to buy a house, whatever, if you're doing it with joy, you're certainly going to get some real good openings for you. Let's just see what's going on the financial side. Okay, the moment I connect to it, I get this sort of like, as if like there's a noise that's stopped. And it may be a noise from within you that you're umming and ahhing, should I, shouldn't I? Oh, I don't know. Is it right? Is it wrong? I think here is like you're discovering that actually you've got a lot of space now because I think you've stopped trying to be everything to everyone. That's what it feels like here. And I think that's what you've realised, and it's because of that realisation, all of a sudden, it's freeing you up and allowing you to grow. Yeah, look at that. It's on your karmic path there. You get the Emperor card there. Really, really empowering cards for you at the moment, Sagittarius. And I think it's because you've decided, you've put a line through something in your emotional sort of side of life. Yeah, it may be causing a bit of a tower moment. I don't actually think this tower moment's for you. I think it's people realising around you that kind of going, oh my words, Sag has done it. And it's causing a bit of kerfuffle in the world around you. But you're happy with that. You're okay. You're really finally taking that step forward. Because that's from your past. That's not your future. That is your past. You've been sort of like kind of going, I think you've tried to be a lot of things to a lot of people. And it's caused you, it might have caused you a lot of pain. And basically you're over that. I think you're stepping over that. Yeah, you're stepping into something that there is something that's coming to an end here. As you can see with these Three of Cups here that are wasted, as it were. But if you just look behind you, you get these Two of Cups here. You can find the unison with yourself or with another person. And I think this freedom there is allowing you to go across that bridge, which is in the background there. You go across that bridge and you end up in a whole new life. And this is what you're doing here. You're making a decision about taking a pathway which is good for you. And I think within your everyday life, I think you're realizing what you can cultivate with that Six of Pentacles on that side and the Three of Pentacles on the other. I think you're sort of like learning to trust and enjoy and respect yourself. And that ultimately will bring people into your life that do respect you rather than trying to be something to everybody. All of a sudden it's a lot easier for you to do. Yeah, the overriding card here, you get the Seven of Wands. It's the evident path for you on the financial, on the relationship side, following your heart. I do think you have to defend that pathway. I do think you have to defend the idea that I've put out a lot and now it's time for me to just let it all go. I'm not getting the returns and therefore I'm just going to let it go. Let's just see what the overriding card is on your financial side. King of Pentacles. Ultimate rewards, ultimate abundance for you, Sagittarius, on your financial. I would literally just concentrate on your financial side. Obviously, you're understanding about how something clicks within your life. And because you're understanding how it clicks within your life, it's going to be a lot more fun, a lot more active. It's a lot easier to put into place the projects, the business, or the career path that you so wish to be following. And I think it invigorates you, stimulates you enormously, not just mentally, but emotionally and so forth. And if it does feel right for you, and that's where you've got to be following that Sun card there, once it feels right for you, yes, I think this is where you can follow it to your ultimate goals and dreams with that star card at the top. Really, really good energies for you this week here, Sagittarius. Lovely to see you. Thanking you very much for being here. Don't forget about the messages from energy. Also the stuff that we do on Somatic TV, the energy updates over there. I will see you there. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.